Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. We're at Raznagar, just behind me, you can see a new flat. But before that, I'd like to mention for Anisa is Ayman Zahid, that's her sponsor. And for young Tahmid is Alia Khanum. They're the sponsors. I sincerely like to thank you both from on behalf of 13 Rivers Trust and Rescuing Orphan for your sponsorship. It's greatly appreciated. You know, I cannot emphasize enough. Now, as you can see just behind us, we have already constructed the building for the family. Now, there's a very sad story. Their father passed away abroad, and mother and 5 siblings. Now, as you can see, this is their property. This is what's going to be, and it's a 2-bedroom. Just before I move on to that far corner where that gentleman is using the tib well. Now that tib well, this is the boundary of the property. Now, you got next door neighbor, he's not going to allow their raindrop to fall on his property. And that's on the edge here. So what we did using our engineering technology from our team, it's approximately 60, 70, maybe 80 feet away. Right underneath the property, we've put a pipe, as you can see just here, look at that, this rubber pipe. So all the wastewater will not go onto someone else's land and cause a conflict. And it will be drained into their property on the edge there. Now, if I was to walk through here, this is where their new kitchen and bathroom will be. And the wastewater from over there will flow right down there. Now, you may say, well, if the guy is not going to let their rainwater flow. Another engineering way of we thought is to get around it. Here, where the tins will come on the roof, we're going to do it like a tunnel. So basically on their own property, from the tin it would come and it would flow and it would fall this way. So we had to really think and sit with the engineers to design this property and to the maximum level as we can. Now that's going to be where probably they could use this as a bathroom and a small kitchen. Now between 5 siblings and the mother, these are the 2 rooms. A fair sized room here on this plot there, and the next one will be here, just about there. Now we had to really think hard with and work with the space which we only have and utilize every inch, and I'm not joking, literally every inch, because for your neighbor to turn around and say, you know, when it rains, he's not going to allow it to fall on the water. It is what it is. So you can see how difficult this family is in, you know. Now, what their front porch would be just about here, where I'm standing on there. Now, if you see the height and everything, as much as we can go. The other thing I'm going to ask now some of the builders, just bear with me and let's see. By inor ঠিকাদার হে খামহরা আসসালামু আলাইকুম ভাই আউকাও না একটা মিনিট আমরা তো যতটুক জায়গার মাঝে পাইছি অতটুক কাম করছি এখন আমার হোক আছেন আপনারা যে ও যে ইউনো जो दिसन फाउंडेशन दा दिसन वो फोटो फिटनेस I guess you might be taking.
Oh, I did 3 feet.
Okay, so he's saying to me it's 3 feet deep from down here, from that space here, 3 feet down, and then you got it's bricked up. Now if I show you this bit is another what we call pillar, and in the pillar you've got these first-class rods that we use in Bangladesh, and you can probably Google that. I think is it called BSS or something? BSSRM. So if you Google it, it's one of the, if not one of the best rods. So structurally, it's going to be really strong. These rods, I think about 20 to 24%. If it bends, it still has the tense, but it will not break. Because if the rods break, this is what happens with pillars. When the rods inside these break, that's where this decays. So we are using a grade 1, you know, rod, cement, and the mix of that, and that goes down to about 3 foot from where I'm standing here. Now, on this property, we had to really think hard and utilize every inch of the space. and not having nice neighbors that won't allow even the water. So thank you very much indeed for sponsoring this property as a Sadqa Jariya to the Ummah. And I cannot emphasize, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all abundantly in this life and the hereafter. Jazakallahu khairan.